Putin is so serious. He makes my Happy Meal cry.
Hillary asked Clinton that what does he like most in her pretty face or her hot body. Clinton looked at her from head to toe and replied, "I like your sense of humor."
Why doesn't Mexico has an Olympic team?
Because everybody that can run, jump, and swim are already in the US.
America is a country which produces citizens who will cross the ocean to fight for democracy but won't cross the street to vote. Hey guys, I'm Joseph.
I'm Luke.
My grandma used to tell me a story about a state government employee. One fine day, he was sitting in his office and out of boredom, decided to see what's in his old filing cabinet. He poked through the contents and came across an old brass lamp. He thought it would look nice on his mantelpiece, so he took it home with him. While polishing the lamp, a genie appeared and granted him 3 wishes.
A genie?
Yes, a genie. So first, he wished for an ice-cold Diet Pepsi immediately. Poof! A cold can of Pepsi appeared before him on his desk. So he picked it up and guzzled it all at once. Now that he could think more clearly, he stated his second wish to be on an island where beautiful ladies reside. Poof! Suddenly he was on an island with gorgeous ladies eyeing him lustfully. He then told the genie his third and last wish. He said, "I wish I'd never have to work ever again." Poof! He was back in his government office again.
Yesterday, a police report came into our attention. A bus load of politicians was driving down a country road when, all of a sudden, the bus ran off the road and crashed into a tree in an old farmer's field. The old farmer went over to investigate after witnessing the accident. He then started to dig a hole and buried all the politicians.
He buried all of them. Were they all dead?
The local sheriff questioned him the same.
So, what did he say?
The old farmer replied, "Well, some of them said they weren't, but you know how them politicians lie."
A contractor wanted to give a politician a sports car. The politician objected elegantly and said his basic sense of ethics would never allow him to accept such a generous gift. The contractor quite understood the ordeal and offered him to sell the car for $10.
Isn't that?
Nah, just a simple gift. The politician thought for a minute and replied, "In that case, I'll take 2.
Laura Bush bought George a parrot for his birthday. She told Mr. Cheney that the bird is so smart, George has already taught him to pronounce more than 200 words. Mr. Cheney was impressed.
But you do realize he just says the words but really do not understand what they mean.
That's fine. Neither does the parrot.
Anyway, a man went in for a brain transplant operation and was offered a choice of 2 brains by the surgeon. He could choose either the architect's brain, which would cost him $10,000, or the politician's, which was $100,000.
Does that mean that the politician's brain is much better than the architect's?
Not exactly. The politician's has never been used.
Hey Joseph, do all fairy tales begin with "once upon a time"?
No, Luke. Some begin with, "If I am elected."
The president was out walking on a beautiful snowy day when he saw somebody had urinated on the White House lawn to spell out, "The president sucks." Infuriated, he called on the Secret Service to figure out who had done it. In a few hours, they came to him and told him that there is some bad news and some worse news. The bad news is that the urine is from the vice president. The worst news is that the handwriting is the first lady's.
A man walked into a bar after just being dumped. The person serving at the time was a woman. She kept on giving him free drinks the whole night. When the bar closed, she went up to him and asked if he wanted to go upstairs to refresh.
My mommy warned me about these moments. What happened then?
Of course he said yes, and they went upstairs together.
Oh,
When they got there, the woman asked if he had any protection. He didn't have had any, so she told him about a chemist across the street and handed him over $1. When he got to the chemist, there were a selection of protection to choose from. There was a tramp one for 50 cents, an apple flavored for $1, even a metal one for $1.50.
a metal one.
As he only had $1, he bought the apple flavored one. During a night of fun, the protection slipped and the lady got pregnant. The couple married and raised a son. When he was 5 years old, he went up to his dad and asked why does he had green skin patches.
Some sort of skin pigmentation.
To this, the dad replied, "I would count yourself lucky, my son. If I would have had an extra 50 cents, you would have been RoboCop."
At the height of a political corruption trial, the prosecuting attorney attacked a witness, claiming that he accepted $5,000 to compromise the case.
The sweet aroma of bribery. My favorite.
The witness stared out the window as though he hadn't heard the question. The lawyer repeated the question to the witness about accepting $5,000 to compromise this case. The witness still did not respond.
Might be deaf or anything.
No, the judge finally leaned over and ordered him to answer the question. The witness startled and said to the judge, "Oh, I thought the lawyer was talking to you."
So that's all for my side, guys. Feel free to provide your valuable feedback, suggestions, ideas, concepts, jokes, love, anything at all. It really helps us a lot. Thank you for watching. Take care.
Bye.